All right, so Bob, this is a machine with the SD card already plugged in here. You can see it there. The nice thing about the Pico card is it can be a super serial card. It can be, I think, a CPM card. It can just be an SD card internal drive. You really can flash anything you want to it. In this case, it's flashed to just be the SD card storage device. So we're going to boot this machine up, and you'll see it has Transwarp running on it, but it's going to boot right immediately to my software. There's a little countdown in the corner there, and Total Adventure Replay comes up. So much quicker than if I was using a disk drive. This does not stop you from using a disk drive. Both are available to you. If I turn the machine off, reboot, I'm going to hit C on the keyboard now on that countdown before the countdown goes away, and that countdown's adjustable. Now you can see that the first 3 drives are mounted to Adventure Replay. That's what you saw boot. Another volume is Adventures and the Apple desktop. Down below are the different volumes that are available on the SD card. I could probably put 50 or 60 if I wanted to. These are the 8 that are available to me. And so if I wanted to mount discs 1 and 2 to Ultima boot disk and Ultima player disk, I could set it up that way. In this case, I'm going to change the first boot drive from Adventure Replay to Total Replay. And so by hitting the space bar, it takes me to the bottom list. Now from the file section, I'm going to choose Total Replay as the boot disk. And I'm going to hit return, and you see it changed as my boot disk, Total Replay. So now if I hit escape, the machine's going to reboot, and instead of booting the Adventure, go to Total Replay. As you can see, it's pretty quick. That's it. I mean, I think the only thing you think about here is where Floppy Emu has the external device. Here the SD card sits in a slot, and so if you wanted to update the SD card, you'd have to pull it out by opening up the machine. Alternatively, I do sell a cable that plugs right in here, and you can wire it out the back of the computer, and then the SD card would sit outside your computer. Both situations, whether it's Floppy Emu or it is the Pico, would require you to turn the machine off before you did anything. The other big difference, I think, is that the A2Pico can be reflashed to be a CPM card, a super serial card. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different options. In this case, it's set up to be an SD card. I do have a Floppy Emu over here that I'm not selling, but just so you can kind of see it. And so with the Floppy Emu, the nice thing is this plugs into your controller card and this controller card. And the Floppy Emu has its own display with buttons on it. And so you can choose the file you want to mount and boot right to it. Floppy Emu is probably a little bit more flexible in terms of features, but if you're just looking to be able to put software on an SD card, I mean, this one has the SD card on the side. They're both pretty good options. Now, of course, there's actually one other option out there. I don't know if they still make it, but this is called the W drive. It looks very familiar, similar to the Floppy Emu. But I would say it's not as feature rich as the Floppy Emu. So anyway, hope that helps.